It's time for Seen and Unseen, where we reveal the stories behind the headlines. And for that, we turn to Fox News contributor Raymond Arroyo. All right, Raymond, there has been a lot of talk about Mike Pence and Chris Christie entering the presidential sweeps. But what's happening on the left, I think, is a little more fascinating, maybe.
Laura, look, there's a clearly growing disenchantment with Joe Biden as the Democratic candidate, and it's coming from the left. RFK Jr. has already jumped into the race. He did a big Twitter interview today. Well, now Cornel West is throwing his scarf into the presidential ring.
In these bleak times, I have decided to run for truth and justice, which takes the form of running for president of the United States as a candidate for the People's Party. Neither political party wants to tell the truth about Wall Street, about Ukraine, about the Pentagon, about big tech. Do we have what it takes? We shall see.
We shall see indeed, Laura. Look, this is a threat to the president. As an African-American leader here is challenging him in a third-party run. And Biden needs black voters to win re-election. As Congressman Donalds was telling you a moment ago, black America has been taken for granted, and nobody else is talking about these issues. Both RFK Jr. and Cornel West are going to push issues that Biden has been trying to cover up for years.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Biden's never going to debate them, and the media will do their best to ignore them. But I've got to say, Cornel West, he ticked off all those issues, and I'm thinking, okay, surveillance state, Pentagon, Ukraine. Like, I agree with him on probably all those issues. Like, remember, he used to come on the radio show or the show a while ago.
No, and he's been on this show with us, Laura.
For him.
And RFK Jr. is going down to the border for 3 days, something Biden certainly doesn't want to talk about. We'll see if the Democratic Party begins to look anew at these issues and if they make a difference.
Never.
But look, the president had a big campaign event this weekend, Laura. He was campaigning to get a ball into a cup without falling over. Biden and his brother Jim hit the greens. The sitting president seems a little less busy than the guy who can no longer run for president, who you might remember.
Do we have speed? Let's go. First job, Baskin-Robbins in Honolulu, Hawaii. But secretly, I was convinced I'd be an NBA player. I had no hops. My favorite job was being president of the United States. My favorite job perk, Air Force One. Favorite way to relax after a long day of work, a cold martini. Sitting outside, if it's nice, chatting with my wife.
Now, Laura, do we actually believe that he considers that relaxing? I'm not going to get into it, but he and Michelle have produced a Netflix show with Obama exploring the lives of American workers. This would be like King Charles hosting a documentary on welfare recipients, you know, Obama and workers. What's next? Chuck Norris on the lives of drag queens? I mean, these two things have nothing in common.
I think we're seeing way too much of all these people. He's becoming like, you know, Meghan and Harry. Like, it's too much. Like, we get it, but it's all too much. Haven't you heard enough? I mean, didn't we do that in the Obama Diaries, Raymond? Didn't we already cover all that? I'm pretty sure. All right, Ray.
They have a Netflix deal, Laura.
Yeah, that's right. So as long as we're talking about the fish out of water thing, Disney's new live action, The Little Mermaid, it's ruling at the box office, but what about the reception it's getting? Is it all wet, Raymond, from some viewers?
Yeah, well, look, some have complained that this new adaptation fails to capture their favorite characters like Sebastian the sea crab. I mean, he doesn't exactly look lovable and sweet, or Scuttle the seagull. The reaction from fans has been so hostile and voluminous that the Internet Movie Database site is changing its rating system. They claim, quote, when unusual voting activity is detected, an alternative weighing calculation may be applied in order to preserve the reliability of our system. In other words, The Little Mermaid is not getting the reaction they'd like, so they're changing the rules. Isn't that nice?
Wait, are they saying the system is rigged? Oh, no. Can't do that. All right, maybe the audience, though, is onto something, Raymond.
Remember the swamp? Remember my song in the swamp when I was like, wham, chicka, wham, wham, chicka, wham.
I remember.
Well, ever since, what's his name? The guy with the hair and the shirt?
The prince.
Yeah, the prince has been dropping hints. He wants to, you know, when humans dress all nice like they're penguins.
That's terrifying.
Oh, gosh, that is,
a bird?
That is painful.
Is that supposed to be on key?
That's the
Was
new
that
song. That's the new Lin-Manuel song. He wrote the rap lyrics to this thing, and they actually took out one of the classic songs, Le Poisson, where the chef chases the little crab all over the kitchen. That's been thrown out for this. I think they should have left it as it was, as a cartoon.
It becomes to look like a sick seagull on the right. Yeah, that was a scary vision. I'm going to have a nightmare. Thanks, Raymond, for that. I appreciate it. Good to see you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.